Welcome to Seltzer Squad, the podcast about staying sober in the city, with your hosts, Kate Sander and Jess Valentine.
Hey Squad, Natalie here, editor and producer of Seltzer Squad. Do you want another way to support the pod? Go to seltzersquadshop.com and have access to all of our merch. Treat yourself and support the squad at the same time. We have hats, stickers, backpacks, posters. Buy a gift for a sober friend or just treat yourself. You can find all of the classic Seltzer Squad sayings like slickest bitch around, be nice to yourself, and of course hangovers suck. I have a tank top that says slickest bitch around and I wear it to the gym and it confuses everybody. It's the best. Once again, go to seltzersquadshop.com or go to seltzersquad.com and hit the merch button to find all of our merch. Today's episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.com. If your New Year's resolution, like me, was to start going to therapy, you will love BetterHelp.com. It is cheaper and more convenient than conventional therapy. You can talk to a licensed, real therapist online via call, video chat, or just text, whatever you're feeling like, whatever you feel comfortable with. Go to BetterHelp.com. They'll set you up with a real licensed professional therapist. You take a short quiz and they decide who they think would be best for you. But if you don't like them for whatever reason, you can switch at any time with no penalty. Just go to betterhelp.com, and if you use our code Seltzer Squad or go to betterhelp.com/Seltzer Squad, you will get 10% off your first month. Don't put it off anymore. Go to betterhelp.com and get started with real therapy today.
Jessica,
Kate.
it finally found you?
Yeah, the COVID got me. I felt awful. Yeah, finally got it.
I want to know everything.
So, okay, I'll try to give you the Cliff Notes version, but I haven't been doing anything. I haven't been going anywhere. None of that. Been so strict with my COVID policies at work that people are getting annoyed, whatever. So my friend Natalie got tickets to this Taylor Swift party dance thing in Jersey City, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. It's the first time I'm leaving the house, and there were so many people, and no one was masked up, and but you think that this is where I got it.
Right.
It's not, though.
Of course.
No. And so I was the only weirdo with a mask on half the time. And then they were going out to a bar afterwards. It was still early. It was 11 o'clock.
Sure.
And I was debating going with them just, because why not? It was still early, but I decided, I'm you know what? I don't want to be in a bar, a small bar with lots of people unmasked and stuff. So I'm just going to go home. So I was at this place for 2 hours and then 2.5 hours. And then I went home and I was washing my hands, sanitizing I did all of the things that you should do. So that was Saturday. And then Sunday I had work and I did my work like usual. And I actually had a cancellation. So I moved a client of mine up, and she's a regular client. She's very nice. And I tattooed her. Things were fine. Masked
She felt
up.
fine. Yeah.
Felt fine. She went home and her son wasn't feeling well. So they all took COVID tests and they all had it. She was asymptomatic. Granted, again, both vaccinated, both masked up.
Yeah.
And so that was Sunday. And then Monday, I thought I had allergies a little bit, which is what everyone says, but it's also allergy season.
Yes.
So I was really just hoping.
And you do have
"There's
allergies. Yeah.
Yeah, I get them really bad. So I was and it was a tickly throat and my eyes. So I'm it's definitely allergies, thank God. And I had taken a test in the morning and it was negative. So I was I'm fine. And then at night, Monday night, it started getting a little worse. And I said to Cam, I'm I don't know. I don't know about this.
Isn't
And
it weird how then all of a
sure
sudden you
enough,
just test positive and you're like, well, fuck, now I know what's coming.
yeah. And then I tested positive Tuesday. So Monday, I guess, was day one. Tuesday, Wednesday, here we are Thursday.
Has it
And I
moved
still wanna
into your
die.
like, I know like one day for me it was like I had a really bad sore throat and a dry cough, and then all of a sudden it turned into congestion, like just so much congestion.
Yeah. So like the first day was like kind of just sore throat.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've had a sore throat since Monday. It's getting worse, if
Yeah.
anything, which is weird because I've read that most people have a sore throat with COVID for like 2 to 3 days tops. But it's so bad, and it's like my ears hurt too because of it. I'm
Aw.
the first, yeah. So like day one, let's say it was just like a sore throat, and then day two was bad sore throat, congestion, and body aches.
Mm-hmm.
And then day three, no body aches, just sore throat and congestion. And then today's day four, same thing, congestion and sore throat.
Fuck, that sucks though. Because now
Yeah.
you're like,
Oh,
I
and
know
then
you're right in the middle of everything too.
Yeah, that's what's really sucking is like, A, I wasn't even supposed to have this client. B, we did everything right.
Mm-hmm.
So Cam was fine until today. I gave it to her. Even though we've been like I've been isolating. I've been in the bedroom. We have not been spending time together. But that Monday, I had tested negative, and we were just doing shop things together. So we just like we're in the car together, like nothing crazy, but that's all it took. And so
yeah, TJ and I were like wearing
right
masks inside the house, sleeping in separate beds, and I still got it. And then I was like, well, fuck this. At least we can sleep. Because I was sleeping on the couch. So I was like, well, at least we can sleep in the same bed now.
Yeah, she's been sleeping on the couch because we were just trying to be good about it. But she woke up today and, well, yesterday she's like, I think I have allergies. And I'm like, oh.
Is your stomach okay? My stomach was weird.
I felt like I was going to throw up
Mm-hmm.
the other night, and then I didn't. Like I was like over the toilet. Like I got that like the chills and stuff, but I didn't end up throwing up, which was so weird. But no, my stomach's been fine.
Okay, good.
TMI, but I like hadn't gone to the bathroom until today. But I also haven't like really been eating much. So
Right.
yeah, I don't know. This really sucks. I feel miserable. And a lot of people are like, oh, at least you're getting it out of the way. It's like, sure, but this is like the worst timing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that could have possibly happened because today's like the last day that the painters are there. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to go pay them, but whatever. And then we were supposed to spend this week setting up for the new shop. And now I have no idea what's going to happen. And we have a guest artist coming. So it's just kind of fucked, but whatever.
Oh, no.
It just sucks also because it's not like I have a job where I can like work from home or like get
it
paid
like
time
stops.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am out so much money now because I had to cancel so many appointments. And then I also have to pay thousands of dollars to the painters and thousands of dollars to the construction guy. And I'm just like, and then I have to pay 2 rent. I'm just kind of stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this person who I got it from, like, I'm pretty sure it's just like a stay-at-home mom. So, and she's got no symptoms, and I'm like happy for her, but it's like this, it's just crazy. Like, of course, this is how I get it, but whatever. Again, I'm not in the hospital. I'm not dying from it. It's just frustrating. I hate being sick though.
Me too.
You know this. I hate being sick. I'm such a little bitch when I get sick.
Me too. After like day 3, I'm like, roll me out to the garden. It's my last day.
Yeah, right? It's just like, this is so, and it's gorgeous out. I'm in my backyard now because it's so nice. And I'm like, oh, there's so much shit I need to do. And it sucks because it's like, mentally I'm there, right? It's just like our bodies are working against us.
Yeah. And when I had it, it was like that thing where I would be awake for like 45 minutes and then I would need to like go lay down. Because I was
really?
like wiped out. Yeah. And it was like, I don't know. I had a really bad headache too from like coughing and shit.
Yeah. I have a sinus headache. Maybe I'll take I don't, and that's the other thing is like, if I take a Sudafed, will that work? Like, I don't even know. Like,
we were taking Tylenol and Aleve, and then we were doing that like that bottle rinse, like twice a day. It's
I
like the
actually
neti
just
pot
did that this
squirt
morning.
bottle.
It didn't get much out.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but I
like
feel like
the-
it dries stuff up. So I was like religious with that thing.
Yeah, okay, that's good to know. Yeah, and you guys had it for about a week each, right?
Yeah,
so,
we
like-
both tested positive for like 7 days each.
7 days.
Mhm.
And that's the other thing is like the CDC or whatever saying 5 days. And
But
it's
I didn't
like,
feel like I started to feel better on like day. So I got it. Same as you. Like I tested positive on I think a Sunday. By Friday, I was feeling better, but I was still testing positive, so I couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. And then so TJ was like what, like a day or two ahead of you?
TJ tested positive on Saturday, and then I tested positive on Sunday.
Okay. And then did he get better?
And then
like
he
a day
started
before
testing
you?
negative like a week, and then I was right behind him.
Okay.
Because we were
so-
testing ourselves like every few days when we had it, just to see like,
Yeah,
do
of
we still
course.
have it?
I assume I still have it because I still have the symptoms. So why would I have these symptoms? Like I said to Kim, do you want to take a test? So she's like, why bother? I clearly have it.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, you do. So yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep testing and
Resting.
you look great. Yeah,
Thanks.
I haven't been doing
I
anything.
put my face on today for the first time in
It looks so good.
a very long time.
I look like a ghost, but
I was
Yeah, you
thinking
look
that. I'm
really
like,
great.
the one time I'm going to have makeup on, she's going to be sick.
who cares? Good for you.
Yeah.
Can I see your chest?
Oh, it's getting. I haven't had a treatment in a long time, but it's still very light. I don't know if
It
you
looks
can
good.
see that.
I was supposed to go for my leg. Like, oh, we're talking about laser tattoo removal. If
I'm
y'all
showing her my chest tattoo.
can't see,
It's still definitely
It
still
looks
there,
so
but I feel
good.
like less self-conscious about it now. Also, like I don't know, maybe it's.
oh, it's
I
so
think
light.
I'm still gonna go and have a few more done, but like it's so painful that I haven't
I
done it
know.
in a while.
My chest piece is done.
Yeah, it looks great.
And then I've been going. Thanks. And then I've been going to get my like shin. I don't know if you could see it. My like shin removed. So that's like I think 4 or 5 sessions. I was supposed to go today, but obviously I'm not going.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. In other COVID news, I got a car.
How was that?
I
I saw your post. I think you
got a
posted about it, right?
Jeep Wrangler.
I'm jealous. That's like my favorite car.
Yeah.
Are we Jeep people? I
me
guess we're Jeep
too.
girls.
I guess my like all time. I always wanted a Jeep Wrangler. I wanted a pink one, like a Barbie one, but then I changed my mind. But anyway, I really want a G wagon, but that shit is so expensive. I can't afford it. And
Not
then
there.
I was trying to be like, what's the word? Responsible. Because like every car I get, well, not every car I get, but like my Fiat and stuff, I get a car just because I think it's cute and I don't think about the safety like things on it. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a Jeep Compass because I need a car. Right now, I currently have a Kia Soul, and that's like perfect. It's like a perfect like mini SUV, but I do want something a little bigger. There's this Bumblebee. Oh my god, I'm so scared of it. Anyway,
I'm just happy that you finally got a fucking car that has 4-wheel drive.
Same. That was the main thing. Was 4-wheel drive.
It was the first thing
And
I
then,
thought of when I saw your picture, and I was like, finally, she's not going to get fucking stuck in the snow.
I know. Anyway, so I went there because the Jeep Compass is like hella like less less
Oh, really?
pricey
Okay.
than a Wrangler. Yeah, Jeep Wranglers are really expensive, but
I don't actually know the difference. I'm going to look it up.
it's I think that my Jeep was like just under 50,000, and I think
Jesus
the
Christ.
Compass. Yeah, I think it was like 48,000, and then like I think a Compass is around like 34. Again, it's like with any car, it depends on like what accoutrements you get with it. But we go there, and the reason why I was going to do the Compass is like it's a little smaller for like city driving, parking. And then Cam was like, "Ew, that's a mom car," and I'm like, "What?" And then the guy who worked there, he's like, it is a mom car." I'm like, "Oh my god, fuck you both." And then I'm like, "Well, I really want a Wrangler." He's like, "So why don't you get a Wrangler?" I'm like, "Because like I have to park it in the city." And he's like, "Okay." And then I was like, "Well, yeah, why? If that's the car I really ultimately want, why don't I
If you're
just
already
get
going to
that?"
spend all that money, you might
And
as
so
well get
far,
what you
parking's
want.
been fine. But the reason why I can afford it is because it's like the same payments as my Kia, because I was paying for my Kia and my Fiat because I ended that early. So they rolled the prices in. So it's like I'm not paying any more money, hence why it doesn't feel like it's extra. But anyway, so it's going to be harder to park. But honestly, I feel so much like.
That's a cute upgrade for you.
Yeah, it's real dykey. I mean, I'm here for it.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, but I've always wanted a Jeep Wrangler. It's not as like cute inside, I will say that, but it's just nice to have something. Oh, and that's the other thing is like I thought I had till May 17th, and then they were like, no, your car is due April 17th.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no,
you
indeed.
Are having
Also,
a rough week.
I just realized that it's the 14th. Oh my god. And my car, the Kia is at the shop. That's the thing is I had to get the Kia completely fixed. So, because I was sideswiped. There's just a lot of stressful things happening right now, I guess. Hey, Kate. So someone in our Facebook group made a joke saying that you never finish books. So I'm just curious, have you finished any books lately?
So I believe the last Audible ad was talking about Blackout, and no, I haven't finished that one. I often don't finish books, but I don't feel bad because I'm just listening. I'm currently listening to a book on emotional childhood neglect called Running on Empty, and if you guys sign up to audibletrial.com/Seltzer Squad, you can get your first month for free and listen to books haphazardly like we do.
The best part about listening to a book on Audible is like it's kind of like a podcast. You can drop it at any time and pick it up anytime. So definitely use our promo code and get your first month free. Anyway, enough about me. Tell me about you, because I know you got a lot to tell me. Or do you not have a lot to tell me?
I'm trying to think of where we left off. I feel like I was like nearing mental breakdown, right? I think so.
There was something that you told me that we hadn't talked about yet on the pod.
I quit my job.
Yes, you quit your job.
I quit my job,
which is really exciting.
Yeah,
so tell me about
lamenting
that. How's that been going?
After lamenting about that for way too long, I think kind of where we left off was like around my birthday. It was terrible, and I was really burned out, and so I made the decision to quit my job and take a break for a little bit to finish out the semester. Summer school starts in like 4 weeks exactly, and the semester doesn't end for 3 weeks, so it's like just been a lot. Also, I'm finally moving.
Did you see I texted you? I just texted you. That's what it was. I was texting you about. I want to
ask. Yes, finally moving. We signed the papers on Monday, so Squad, I haven't bored you with the process this time, but we finally ended up finding a place to live, and it's great. I'm excited. It's like the excitement of the first one kind of stole the excitement for this one, but I'm glad we're doing this, you know? So yeah, I think the last few weeks has just been, like I said to TJ, like all of this stuff has been no fun, but it's been like adult steps in the right direction. And I think I've been struggling a little bit with like wanting to numb out, but knowing better at this stage. Like, I don't know. I've had troubles with like not even food is doing it for me right now. It's just genuine like total burnout. Yeah. So I've been speaking with Nance about it, and she's like, you know, you just need to give yourself some time now, like with the job out of the way, to kind of reset. So I've just been still heads down, doing nothing fun, but I can feel the light at the end of the tunnel now.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I think I'm too tired to even want that like rage party when you would like, you know, when I was still drinking, like you just want to go forget about everything. I definitely feel like I was there a few weeks ago where I was like, God, I just want to turn all of this off, and I can't. So I would just like take melatonin and go to bed. Now I'm sort of like, okay, I'm excited for all the things in front of us, but it still feels like a lot of work, and I'm still real tired, but I don't know. I'm proud of myself. This has definitely been like the hardest I've worked, I think, in my life. And it's harder than like in a different way than like when we were younger, you know, and we would work like 3 shifts in a row to like make extra money. that was hard because it was physically hard on our bodies. Now this is like mentally very hard. Like working a full day of work, switching into school mode, applying for a mortgage, like doing your taxes, like all this adult bullshit that is absolutely no fun, but also gets you to the next place, you know, and like having to figure all that shit out and learn about it and research things and fucking go through paperwork. It's been like, it's no fun, but it's also like, okay, if I want to get to the next step, it's kind of like sobriety. Like you just got to go through it, you know? And it, like on my birthday, I was like, I'm miserable. Like, I don't think I've ever been quite this miserable, and I have nothing to take away like the misery. Like there's no shortcuts. You just have to be miserable for a while.
Yeah, you just sit in it.
Yeah. And so now I think I'm kind of beginning the other side of that. So I'm feeling hopeful and I'm excited. But I'm just so fucking, I didn't know it could be like, I'm so bored and tired at the same time.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is like peace.
Yeah.
But also.
Well, it's not peace because it's like, I don't even, like everybody at work was like, well, what are you going to do? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know. Like for the first time in my life, I don't know what's next. But
so do you have another job? Because I can't keep up with it.
No.
Okay, good.
Taking a break.
Good.
And yeah, and I think that's weird for me too. But
it's
like
weird
I don't
for you for sure.
I don't even know what, like, I know it sounds really cheesy, but like I don't know what lights me up right now. I just feel like very not negative, but
cheesy.
Just like low. I just feel like I don't even know what I like to do anymore, you know?
Yeah. I don't think that's I totally understand what you're saying. Also, it's not just a sober thing. It's like the world has been on pause for a few years. So it's like, how are you supposed to know? I feel like so many people have reinvented themselves during the pandemic. So I think it's totally natural for you to not really know what to do with yourself, even though you do have all this extra time.
Yeah.
You can't live life how you were, sober or otherwise, because the world's on fucking fire.
Right. Yeah. So I think I'm trying to kind of rectify that in my head. Like, what do I actually enjoy in this post-pandy Kate life?
What have you been doing?
I mean, honestly, it's been like fucking adulting and then check out. Like, I think I've reached the end of television. There is no more television to watch for me.
Okay.
I've reached the end of it. Like, I finished Little House on the Prairie again. I started rewatching House. Like, it's now I'm just scraping the bottom of the barrel for like stimulation, and I don't even know. Like, I'm rewatching movies.
Do you watch Killing Eve?
I haven't started that season. Like, I can't. It's almost like I can't get too engaged in something new. It's like I need to rewatch something to take up time.
I get that. Yeah, it feels like less of a commitment because you've already been there, so you don't care if you like cheat on it and like do something else.
Well, I started Mrs. Maisel and like, of course, became addicted and then ripped through that in like a week and a half, like from season 1 to, you know, current episode. So I know I can't really do that. That's the other thing is I'm like, I can't get into something because I know my tendency will be to like obsessive compulsively watch it until it's finished. So I have to be mindful of like what I consume, but it's also just my routine is literally like turn off school or turn off work and immediately start watching television, even though I've never been that person.
Watch Killing Eve because they just had their last episode ever.
Okay.
There's only 4
so I can end
seasons.
it. Okay.
Yeah, it's such a good show. Like it's from the girl who did Fleabag. Yeah. I don't know if you watch Fleabag.
I've seen seasons 1 through 3.
Fleabag?
No, I've seen all of Fleabag, but I just think I haven't seen the new season of Killing Eve.
Oh, it's the last one. There's only 8 episodes.
Yeah,
and it just finished. I sad, but you know, I'm not going to spoil anything.
Yeah, don't spoil it for me.
It had to. I knew that it was going to end how it did. So anyway, okay. So I didn't.
So
realize
been doing that.
So
TV, and then of course like TikTok, even though I've been like on and off with TikTok. If I forget about it for a month, then I genuinely don't look at it. But then if I get back into the routine of opening it up, then I'll like, you know, watch it for 4 hours or something like that.
That's what happens.
I think the only thing that like I've been excited about recently is getting planning out my gardening, which is like a new 35-year-old
to do some
milestone.
Gardening. we were gonna meet up earlier, and she's like, "Hey, I'm doing some light gardening."
Yeah.
I love that. What do you do? Well, but okay, so you're moving.
Well, like obviously gardening feels like the natural progression because I'm a prepper. So now I'm, we did like a little light gardening last year. So we're trying to level up a little bit. And where we're moving into the new space, our backyard gets a lot more sunshine than our current yard does. So we've been
So
trying
you're
to
doing gardening in the current place?
so we're like doing all the seeds and stuff here, and then we're gonna bring them all over there. But like they keep growing every week, so it's like, well, shit. Now they've outgrown this. We gotta like put them in something else temporary. So that's what I was doing when you called. I was transplanting my tomatoes.
I love that.
So that's been like the one fun thing. And then I think the other thing that like I've been talking to with a lot of, I feel like with a lot of people, and this could be a whole separate episode, is like connection and isolation. Like a lot of people are feeling isolated at this point in the pandemic, and they want us to go back to school and they want us to go back to work. And I just like vehemently disagree with like, we're not getting to spend time with the people we actually want to spend time with right now. And I'm like, fuck, now they want us to go back to work and now they want us to go back to school. And that means even less time for like the people I actually want to see and spend time with. So I've been kind of lonely.
Yeah, I know it sucks. I don't care about holidays like Easter.
Right.
But I was really looking forward to going to my mom's and seeing my family, and now I can't.
Right.
So that's kind of a bummer. But like you said, yeah, I haven't even seen friends besides from like that one time.
Right.
It's very rare because I just am trying to be responsible. And it's just like everyone's acting like we're out of this. And I feel like so many people I've heard of have been getting COVID lately.
Yeah.
And it's just like, like we are in year 3 of this or 2. I don't even fucking know.
Well, we
2020.
just crossed
This
2.
is our 3rd year.
This is, the beginning of the third year.
Fucking year in this shit. So fucking over it. Sorry. I'm just like, we all want to go back to normal, but things can't get back to normal until we start like.
Well, I think my point is like, I don't know that we have to go back to like the previous normal. Like, I think we could have a new normal.
Oh,
and it's like,
agree.
I just disagree with like, wait, now we're just like gonna go back and pretend like all the shit that wasn't working for us that we figured out during the pandemic, like we're just gonna go back? Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Totally. It's just like, I think that it's become pretty evident that people can do their jobs and shit like from home. So why, I don't know. I just don't understand why, like you said, we'll like amend it during this one period. Now we're just going to go back to how it was before. And it's like, no, like we obviously need to change things.
And I think
that
just like takes away from time I would be spending doing like with people, because even like my phone calls with friends is like, everyone's just like even tired of talking on the phone. Like I genuinely want to see people in real life right now. But it just seems like it's complicated, and part of that's probably my burnout, but yeah, I don't know. Everyone's just kind of seeking community, like in real life. I don't want to like hang out with my coworkers. I mean, like they're fine, but whatever. I don't want to hang out with my classmates. They're fine, but whatever.
Totally.
Like I'd rather spend time
like
with
your
people.
Real connections.
Yeah, or get to know new people or something like that. So I don't know. That's where I'm at. I think I'm in a much, much better place mentally, but still going through it as far as like processing and just kind of working on rest and feeling like myself again, like putting makeup on and, intentionally just kind of moving through the day. Like I've been cooking more, and that's something that like I haven't done in years because I've just been too tired. So yeah, all good things, but I had therapy right before this, and Jody's like, well, you're different now. Like you've learned how to replace a lot of those coping mechanisms, but you've learned how to stop using a lot of those old coping mechanisms, but you haven't necessarily replaced them yet. So you're still in a weird space of, what are you doing? And she's like, so that's what your task to figure out is, okay, what do good coping mechanisms feel like? What does joy feel like? Peace, all of that stuff.
And you're trying to figure that out. You're like, what gives me joy? What sparks joy?
Yes. Yeah. So I think that's what I've been keeping my eye out for. But I mean, the next few weeks are definitely going to be stressful with moving and, dealing with my apartment.
When are you moving?
We signed the papers on Monday. So essentially we
Yay.
could move in at any point. So I'm sure because I'm
Okay.
not working, I'll have more time than TJ to like bring some carloads over. I don't think we're going to do movers just because I'm not ready for that. Like we have nothing packed, like literally nothing.
Well, I have a great mover if you need him.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'll send you his information.
Yeah, send me his info. I feel like maybe that would be bougie. And I could
He's
spring for that.
awesome, and it's just like him and another dude, and they're pretty cheap considering. So
Yeah.
even if you don't want, because you have a truck, so even if you guys just do some of it and then have him do the bigger stuff, that's what I did.
Does he have a truck? Or a
It's
van?
kind of like a big old van.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you that information. So then what are you guys going to do with your condo?
I don't know yet. I think we're
Yeah?
gonna
Are you
find a
gonna rent it
renter.
out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, more adult shit. Like I'm just like not even looking forward to. I think that's what's holding me back from like being excited about this. And I'm like, oh, and then I got to deal with this shit, and then I got to go get the upstate house ready for the summer. And it's all good problems to have, but it just still feels like a lot coming off of a burnout. So
It's problems though.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what it is. I feel like everything feels like it's like 3 times the load that it was
Yes.
previously.
yes. But you know what's funny? I was thinking about like how much
At least
chaos
that's my.
I would have created in my life if I was still drinking during this time. Like I would have
Drinking?
made it so much
Yeah.
more stressful,
I get that. Yeah, I get that.
So
Especially if you need to like figure out times to go be at the bar and then not.
For sure.
Oh my gosh. What well, I think that's good. And you can rent, so you're gonna keep this place, rent it out.
yeah, that's the tentative plan.
I love it.
But yeah, I need
All
some
good
like
things on the
self-care
horizon.
ideas because I want to like treat myself to a day. I was thinking maybe sojo or something.
Yeah. Sojo sucks now.
Does it?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like it's too busy? It's too expensive? What is it?
Yeah. So the price has gone up a little bit, I think. But also it used to be like if you get a massage or like some sort of or a facial or something like that, you get to be in this like specific locker room,
Okay.
like it's small and nice, and now it's like nope, you're just with everyone else, so it's like you're around more people, which I think is really stupid because of COVID. They like turned that locker room into like another like service room or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like there's not as many perks, and it's so packed, and I don't know, I just like had a pretty shitty experience the last couple of times, and each time gets like worse. But it's like the money, the cost is like the same or more, but it's like I don't know. There's a place that opened up in Williamsburg. I think it's called like the Williamsburg Bath House or something like that I want to check out.
Ooh,
But
fun.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying that to like deter you from Sojo. Sojo's awesome, but it's just like so you're mentally prepared, because I was not expecting. I'm like, I'm paying $300 for a massage or wherever the fuck it is, and then I have to go in the changing room with everyone, and like there's so many people, and like I know that sounds super like bougie, but you know what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
like the whole thing is I want it to be like a smaller, I don't want to say more intimate, but yeah, like less people. Like I don't know, it's just weird. And then the last time, this is just funny, but the last time I went for a massage, she wore gloves, and so it was like, but she like didn't use enough like massage oil, so it was like friction,
yeah.
friction on my skin.
Oh, I hate that.
And she made me but the best part is she made me put on these like big old like paper panties.
Really?
They were like, yeah.
Why? So you didn't get COVID from your cooter?
I guess so. It was so weird. And I'm like, and I had gone with Steph and my friend Lindsay, and neither one of them had the same experience. Like, no.
Weird.
It was, they look like Depends or something. They're like diapery, like stretch. It was hilarious. I was dying, but they were like so uncomfortable. It was like the whole thing was just like weird. I'm like, oh, but whatever. So just maybe bring a pair
I think I
of
might
dry
go to my
underwear
like
wear.
budget Korean spa because no one talks to me there. Also,
Yeah, that's
you
kind
know?
of like the better way to do it sometimes.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But anyway,
Those are my
but
plans.
you should treat. I guess like the point is you should treat yourself. We went off on a sojo tangent. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
I should treat myself.
I don't know. I haven't been treating myself lately because I've been so busy.
Oh,
So
you've been working like a dog.
yeah. Now
Do you
I'm
feel
just
like you
sitting in
see the
bed
light
all
at the
day.
end of the tunnel, or not really?
I did until I got COVID.
Yes.
This dog, I'm gonna kill her. Hey God, can I have this? Also, I'm outside. My dog is like a little dog, and she like has this huge stick. I don't know where this is. She got this from my firewood. Gigi, I don't even know how she manages. But anyway, she was gonna knock my iPad over. Yeah. So I've just been laying in bed or on the couch, mostly in bed. Not even watching TV. I don't even have like the wherewithal to like watch a show. Yesterday was the first day I watched an episode of The Dropout.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't been texting. Today is like the first day I've like really been using my phone. All I've been doing while I've been sick is watching TikTok because it takes nothing. It's just your thumb.
Just one swipe, and it's like very low.
Thumb.
You're like, it's only a minute or two.
Yeah. But other than that, I've just been sitting, trying like sleeping and stuff. So
Well, I hope you take care of yourself and you feel better.
thank you.
I love you. I
hope
miss
that
you.
have.
I feel like I'm
I
going to
love
see
you.
you
I
in
miss
2
you.
weeks for Allie's thing, unless you're still sick.
Oh, I'm not going.
No? Okay, well, will I see you soon?
Yeah, we'll make plans. I'm not going because
I'll
there's
come
a
see
whole
you.
bunch of stuff, but
Yeah.
that's the weekend I think I'm opening. So
Oh, okay.
I can't really make it. I already texted her, so I should. Yeah. Anyway,
Well, I love you and I miss you.
I love you. I miss you too.
I hope you feel better.
When I kick this, we should definitely hang out
Agree.
before you start school. When you said you got 4 weeks, right?
Well, school, it doesn't really stop, but we'll figure it out.
All right, we'll figure it out until we meet again.
Be nice to yourself.
And don't forget,
Hangovers suck.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. Every review helps other listeners find us. Music by Dead Go West. Art by Kate Sander. For show notes and resources, check out seltzersquad.com.